I'm going to show using the Pocket Caddy tool just on the one and done that's going on right now. So for this one and done, typically I'll actually hit this one up and try to use my wedge. But to show the tool, I always want to be in long iron range, which I know for me is I line up the top of the blue flag with the top of my white box, and then dead center of my screen is long iron range. So I'll back it up a little bit just to account for some rollout and to be the longer end of it, and then I just knock it out there. And I don't worry too much about the shot; just needs to be good enough. All right, now from here, it should be a pretty straightforward shot. If I remember correctly, this green is kind of an unpleasant landing condition. So I'll line it up to be somewhere about a 3.5 ring rollout, so it'll be about 180 yards. Right, it's 3.7 wind going mostly to the right, but a little down, and it's approximately straight. All right, so we'll come back to that tool. The first thing I'm going to do is the wind direction, which I think looks something like that. A 3.7, and it was about 180 yards, so all that looks good. I plan for a three shot view, but because you don't see all of the tracer, my three shot view, I used the 3.25 rollout. So I used the 3.41 value. And that's typically about where I'll put the backside of my cup. Right. So then from here, what I'll do is turn my camera around so I'm facing where I'm shooting from. And then you want to look kind of straight through the flag stick to where you're aiming from. So I just move that off to the side. Every now and then it'll like snap to it. But I'll line that up. And then I said I wanted 3.41, which I'm just going to say is about here-ish, right? This green is pretty heavily sloped to the right, and I have backspin. So that backspin is actually going to make me kick a little bit to the right from this view when I land. So the fact that I have backspin is going to increase that right kick. So from here, I just try to line it up to look something like this. Typically, with this much side spin, I'd want to be like a cup out to the right. I would normally aim here, but because of how much this green is favoring that right kick and because I have a little bit of backspin, I'm actually going to change that alignment to be about the right edge of the cup. The tool's not helping on this. This is just my experience, and honestly, other people will do a better job of it than me. But I would line it up something like this going forward, right? And again, 3.41, that really looks like 3.5, but I'm too lazy to fix it. And it gets the point across even if I miss the shot. So I said it was a three shot view, which I lined it up just like this, and then I increased the backspin until the tracer ends right at that vertical line from my grid. Right, so it's right about there, right? Then from here, I try to line this up. I use my horizontal grid to make sure that white arrow is pointing straight up and down, which I'm kind of bad at eyeballing, but I'm 180, which is 3.39 pull, right? I pull from the top of the middle ring. So I have one to the middle, two to the bottom, three, and then I do 0.39, which is kind of point 0.4. So if this is 0.5, change it. Oh, so maybe there, 3.39. Right, pull straight down. All right, so it lines up right there. And then honestly, this is where I suck at the game and hit a lot of not perfect shots, but we'll see what I can do. Hey, I did it. And then from here, we'll see what I do. Again, this is a pretty tough green, but and I was tracking right towards the hole, but it took that final bounce back out to the right. Again, this works a lot better with a nice green, tailwind, headwind. It makes it pretty easy to make shots, but I hope this helps.